The best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. He's Bret Hart, and today on the channel, we're unboxing Survivor Series 2021 Bret Hart. Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another WWE Mattel Elite unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we've got Bret Hart from the recently released Survivor Series 2021 line. Yes, a yearly tradition of the 2021 Survivor Series figures. Back in the day, they were, I believe, a Walmart exclusive. Now they are really available to everyone. It always seems like the Survivor Series set, for whatever reason, always comes to the Ringside Collectibles of the world first, and then it's like about a month or 2 months until we start seeing them at Walmarts and Targets and other places. And if you guys remember last year's 2019 set, or no, 2020 set, I can't get my years right, it usually was a pretty big peg warmer for a while. It was clearanced out in some places. So you long game players, you can usually be successful at getting some of this set fairly cheap. However, that being said, with Hulk Hogan and Bret Hart in this line, you rarely see those guys ever go to clearance. So I don't know if I'd recommend the long game on this one. But what I would recommend is sticking around and watching the rest of this review. And of course, subscribing to the channel and liking the video, all that kind of fun stuff. But we're going to do it like we normally do it. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. And we'll see where it goes from there. So there it is, old Bret Hart. I actually really do like this Survivor Series packaging, this brand new packaging for 2021. It's just got a lot of bells and whistles to it, a lot of color. It really does pop. So kudos to the packaging team over there at Mattel. I think they did a great job here. You got Bret Hart, you got Survivor Series logo, you got a little glamour shot there, True Effects, of course. You got Bret with his standard pink chair. There's got to be more to that story, right? And then we got extra hands going on there, of course. Elite logo at the very top. A little spot varnish, a little light there, but yeah, very real-esque. It almost looks like the Hollywood packaging, I think. It's like kind of looks like a film reel or something like that. It kind of gives me those vibes, at least. On the side, we got Bret Hart looking only like he can look. The Elite logo down below, of course. In-ring glamour shot of old Bret Hart. The old excellence of execution, of course, right there. Warnings on the bottom. Nobody cares about warnings. Come on, nobody cares. And then you got the back of the package here. We got a little blurb. We're going to read that. You know how we always do. We got that same glamour shot of Bret. We got the rest of the lineup down below with old Hulk Hogan, Keith Lee, and Bayley. Soon to come. Stay tuned for those. We'll be unboxing those on the channel. Make sure you subscribe with the old notification bell. You don't want to miss one of those. Then at the end of the week, like we always do, we'll put them all together, and we'll do a special rankings video at the very end. So be prepared for that as well. Bret Hitman Hart from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Weight 235 pounds, 6 feet tall. Calgary, Alberta, Canada, I believe, has like the biggest mall in the world. Is that true? Any of you Calgary folks up there been to that mall? How does it compare to the Mall of America in Minnesota? I want some play-by-play. Give it to me in the comments. Career highlights: WWE Champion, Intercontinental Champion, World Tag Team Champion. The excellence of execution defeated Stone Cold Steve Austin in Survivor Series 1996, earning his spot as #1 contender for the WWE Championship. He sure did. He sure did. Interesting Bret Hart here. I love the take on the outfit. We don't expect Bret Hart in orange, so this is totally something different. We do appreciate different. You guys know how that goes on the channel here. Let's pull him out. Let's see what's going on. Got that kind of smoky red and blue Survivor Series. You guys know Survivor Series back in my day, like an old man I am. Back in my day, it was striving to survive. It was 5-on-5, 4-on-4 matches, or there was that huge tag team match they had that one time. There was a lot of that. Then it seemed like in the 90s they got away from that, which always disappointed me. I always loved the elimination style matches. I really did love the year where they did the elimination matches, and the survivors from each team went together at the very end. I always thought that was a cool concept. They only did that once, but I loved that as a kid. Maybe you guys did as well. But the Survivor Series, a favorite of mine. But later on, in recent years, it became red brand versus blue brand, with NXT thrown in a little bit. 2019 Survivor Series, I'll talk about it more in the Bayley Keith Lee review. I was there, so there you go. But see you later. Packaging. Let's take a look at the plastic prison of old Bret Hart. There he is, looking only like he can look. Got his sunglasses, got his pink chair. He's throwing up the metal signs. throwing those metal signs up. I always felt like Bret wasn't really throwing the metal sign up. I don't know what he was doing. But you know, Bret in this, with the sunglasses here, he looks a lot like Ronnie James Dio, who did throw up the heavy metal signs, and some would say brought it to popularity. I would say that. Gene Simmons would say something differently. But I do credit Ronnie James Dio with the old heavy metal horns. You got to. I think we'd all agree there. We're all in agreement with that one. We'll pull out the old chair here. Maybe. There it is. Uh-oh, we're strapped in. Bret is strapped in. Oh, here's scissors. Right in front of my face. The old pink scissors. My Bret Hart tribute scissors. Makes sense, right? Yeah, we'll call it that. We'll call it the tribute scissors. Unbox him here. Oh, he's even got a round... There it is. That's everything. See you later up high. Get out of here. So this is almost AEW-esque here. So we got some issues right off the bat, especially if you're an in-box collector. We all remember that Orange Cassidy AEW figure, a tremendous figure. A lot of ground broke with that figure, but a lot of us hate, myself included especially, hated that little plastic bag over his head. But Bret has kind of the same thing going on here. He's got that clear strip around his face to keep his glasses on. I do appreciate that, but at the same time, it takes away from the men-on-box collectors. So you men-on-box collectors, I feel bad for you on this one, because that looks a little bit ridiculous, I think. I also think a little bit, first thing that grabs me here is his hands. I like that they have Bret's hands out. Of course, you know, Bret doing his little, you know, give me one of these. He does that. That's his patented move. We love it. But, man, these hands are so big. And I always call them the Ricochet hands. That's where I really remember seeing them for the first time. Maybe they were from somebody before, but Ricochet was the first one to get these. Mattel needs to scale these hands down a little bit. They're just too big. They look too big on the characters. That's my opinion. I don't know. You guys tell me your thoughts, but... I like the idea, but boy, they just look gigantic. They look like gigantic hands on Bret Hart, but you do need a Bret Hart like this in your collection, so it does make sense that they would put these with them, give you the option. Of course, the other hands, let's get the hand talk out of the way. He's got the gripping hands here, very standard. No fisted hand, though. I would have liked to seen one of these as a fisted hand. That would have really made Kyle's day there, of course. And then we got the heavy metal hands like we talked about. You know, Bret did throw up the metal hands, but I don't feel like it was in heavy metal. It was almost more like a Jimmy Snuka, I love you guys kind of thing, but Bret would just bring his thumb in a little bit. It's kind of what I think he was going for. I don't think he was telling anybody to really rock on or anything like that. My hands, the fingers are a little warped, so they need to be kind of bent back in place. That's not really that hard. You can heat them up, or you can just kind of push them with your own fingers, but thought I'd mention that one. We did get Bret's patented pink chair, and if you guys have seen my Jax reviews, we know all about these chairs and these different color forms of chairs. And now this pink chair was a special chair. Somebody can fact check me on this if I'm wrong, but Bret would carry this chair. Actually, he sent it with all the wrestling, the ring and everything. It traveled with the ring, because he wouldn't be bothered with it, carrying it through airports and stuff, and I respect that decision. But Bret did have this chair, and he had it shipped to every single event he was at. And they put it right in the center of the locker room. And, you know, Bret was notorious for showing up late to events, live events, TV events, all that kind of stuff. But Bret, this way, he knew where to go, because he would see his pink chair. He wouldn't have to sit there and, you know, mingle and say, okay, where's my locker, guys? I'm late, I know it. They would put this pink chair there, and it was like a beacon, a calling sign to Bret Hart. When he was showing up, you know, an hour later or whatever to the event, he knew right where to go. And that's the specific reason they put this pink chair in there, to, you know, bring us back to that time. And it's a little known fact, but most Bret Hart fans knew that, I think. But you guys can correct me if I'm wrong in the comments there. I believe that's a true story, but somebody can fact check that. But now getting back to the figures, so we talked about the hands a little bit. The skin tone looks really good. Bret was always a tan guy, always a good tan going on. Hearts across all over the package, all over the figure here. We got hearts everywhere. He's got the 4 in the inside for his kids, of course. Beautiful. I don't see any paint imperfections on this one. I love that we got this deep cut one from the Survivor Series 1996 with the orange. You know, outside of, if you would have said this was a legit Bret Hart outfit, I wouldn't have. I've never been a uniform outfit expert where I could say, oh, there's, for the most part, there's one from Bret 96. I would have said, boy, I sure don't remember that. But then when you see reference pictures, bam, there it is. That is Bret Hart. He did wear this. So we do like that. So then we get the black glasses with Bret. Once again, not the best glasses with Bret. We've really struggled with our Bret glasses throughout the years. Jax did it the best. A lot of people, you know, don't like Jax, but boy, they did some things really good. And we always got really good Bret Hart glasses from Jax. These are almost like Stevie Wonder glasses. You know, those big grandpa glasses people wear to drive in and stuff. The really big ones. That's what this reminds me of a little bit. So it kind of looks like those Stevie Wonder. I think he wore those for a while in music videos in the 80s, if my memory serves me right. But we take these glasses off Bret, and they fall right off. So these are very thin glasses. They're not the really long ones. These are more of the thin, just go in. They do kind of connect into the hair a little bit. You can see kind of the indention there. Better than some, yeah, very interesting though. But the head scan, I don't know. You know, this Bret head scan got a lot of publicity online, especially in the promo shots that were sent out ahead of time saying, you know, what do you think about these, the head scan stuff, you know, the prototype images we see. And there was a lot of people dogging on it. I'm not going to say any way informed this is the best Bret head scan of all time. It is, like a lot of times, better in person. I find that a lot of times. A lot of these figures look better when you get them up close in your hand. Still, that being said, not what we really want. I wish we could get a Bret Hart. It seems like it's been years since we've got a perfect Bret Hart head scan. It really has been a while, but this does look better in person. He does look kind of strange, though, with zero sideburns going on. It's like everything is shaved here. I don't think he had sideburns, but he had just at least a little bit of hair going on over there. It almost looks like he's wearing a hat, is kind of how it looks to me. But it's good. I mean, it's a good texture for Bret. And I will say it's nice to not get a Bret figure with the hair in his face. We all know he didn't do that all the time. He fits on a Ringside Collectible stand, I'm very sure. Save 10%, discount code Kyle at Ringside Collectibles. You guys know that. Yeah, interesting. And I grabbed the first Bret Hart I saw out of my collection, and it's a basic, an older basic. Now, it's amazing with True Effects and everything else, we can get so much. I really like the old Brets, and they're pre-True Effects. Sometimes True Effects works great, sometimes it's a hit and miss, and some guys they struggle with. So it seems like this Bret Hart is struggling a little bit. By no means is it as bad as everybody said it was, in my opinion, or in my original thoughts, seeing the promo images out there. But it's still got room to grow. It's not our desired Bret. They haven't figured out the modern day technology to get Bret just right. And I'm hoping our next Bret figure, hopefully, they've seen complaints about the Ultimate Edition. They've seen complaints about this one, some of the other ones in the past. I'm hoping they really spend some extra time on the next Bret Hart figures we get. Nice touch with the extra hands. I love the deep cut outfit. Love his patented pink chair. There's a lot to like about this, but there's also a lot of room for improvement. Constant learning, constant improvement. That's what you need in your everyday job. You should be going to work every day with that. And Mattel team, no different. Constant learning, constant improvement. Learn from this, improve on this, and hopefully our next Bret Hart is everything we want. But I can see some people out there passing on this Bret Hart because of this head scan. But besides, take the head off this. I mean, you could grab one of those extra Ultimate Edition heads. I might even try that. We got a few extra Ultimate Edition heads. Let's put them to use on this one. You can pop this off and see where it goes. But I do like everything about this, but the head just leaves some to be desired. That's my final verdict. What say you in the comments? So you guys let me know. I know there's a lot of Bret Hart fans out there. I know there's a lot of disappointed fans, and there's probably some that like this. But you guys tell me what you think about this Bret Hart and this head scan, and about this whole body here. It's about much more than the head, of course. So let me know your thoughts on this Bret Hart. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. The march to 10,000 begins. We've passed 9,000 followers, subscribers on the channel. We got to get to 10,000. When we get to 10,000, we're going to have all kinds of giveaways, so be ready for that one. So there it is, Bret Hitman Hart. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this Mattel Elite Survivor Series 2021 unboxing and review. Leave me a comment with your thoughts on this figure. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit the old notification bell. And you made it this far, you might as well like the video while you're here. Follow me on social media at SirPaul64 on Twitter, _Kyle_Peterson on Instagram, and of course, ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. Support the channel. Until next time, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.